KSMO Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that noon hour weather forecast. Today will continue to be sunny with a high temperature near 49 degrees. Winds will be northwesterly 7 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. Tonight, we do have a chance of flurries between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. There's a slight chance of snow showers after 4 a.m. Chance of precipitation for tonight is 20% with partly cloudy skies and low temperature around 27 degrees. Calm winds become northerly around 6 miles per hour after midnight tonight. Tomorrow we do have a slight chance of snow showers before 7 a.m., then a chance of flurries between 7 and 8. Chance of precipitation tomorrow morning is 20% with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 43 degrees. North winds will be 6 to 9 miles per hour and our wind chill value will be as low as 20 degrees. Tomorrow night should be mostly clear with low around 19 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. And wind chill values Saturday night could be as low as 8 degrees. Then Sunday will be sunny with a high temperature near 38. Winds will be out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. We expect clear skies Sunday night, low around 12 degrees. Then Monday should be sunny with a high temperature near 35. Monday night, mostly clear skies are forecasted with a low around 16. Then Tuesday should be partly sunny with a high near 53 degrees. Will be mostly cloudy Tuesday night, low around 38. Then Wednesday, mostly cloudy conditions continue with a high temperature near 61 degrees. Will be mostly cloudy as well Wednesday night with a low around 34 degrees. And Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 59 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the daily stock market report and Brownfield commentary here on KSMO.
The alpha-gal allergy is no joke, and it's one that's been catching a lot of people by surprise. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Alpha-gal is a food allergy triggered by a sugar molecule called alpha-gal that's often passed to humans through certain tick bites. The tricky part? Symptoms don't hit immediately like a peanut allergy might. They might show up hours later and range from mild hives to severe reactions, including anaphylaxis. For anyone in agriculture, outdoors a lot, or living in tick-heavy regions, this is something to be taken seriously. Ticks are small, but their impact can be huge. Even a tiny bite can set off a lifelong sensitivity to red meat, dairy, or other products from mammals. Suddenly, foods you grew up eating without a second thought can become dangerous, even deadly. Diagnosis can be confusing because symptoms appear long after eating, and it often takes blood tests to confirm. Treatment is mostly avoidance. No steak, no hamburger, no pork chops, and carrying emergency medication if a reaction occurs. That's a big lifestyle change, but necessary to manage the risk. The good news is that awareness is growing. Early recognition, careful planning, and education make it possible to stay safe without giving up the life that you love. For farmers, hunters, hikers, and anyone in rural communities, remember, ticks are small, but alpha-gal is serious. Take it seriously. I should know. My husband was just diagnosed. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
More than ever. For beef producers, every pound of gain pays. But flies steal those pounds, costing our industry more than $1 billion a year. A season-long fly control plan protects profit. Start early with MFA feed-through minerals. Add ear tags and reinforce fly control with pour-ons or sprays. Keep the flies off and the pounds on. Fly control isn't an expense, it's an investment. Let MFA help you build a fly control program before the season takes off. See us at mfa-inc.com.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ed Council.
The foundation is set.
Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
The frame is built.
On the run, Mitchell for the flush, Missouri by 20.
And the gates
The habits, the response to detail, the execution, all that stuff matters.
are open.
Drives right baseline to the rim, jams it as he hangs and got fouled.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz, here comes the three. Bang! He splashed it home.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Direct cash cattle trade activity is still quiet, and cash hogs have no comparison. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity is starting to pick up. Bids have surfaced across major feeding areas at $245 live and $385 dressed. However, asking prices haven't been fully established. Look for business to pick up as the day progresses. With the cattle on feed numbers out this afternoon, it is very likely the bulk of business could hold out until after its release. At the Mitchell Livestock Auction in South Dakota, feeder steers weighing more than 650 pounds sold unevenly steady. Feeder heifer, 650 to 850 pounds, were unevenly steady. The USDA says demand was good for the offering that was largely Hereford influenced. Medium and large one feeder steer, 652 to 698 pounds, brought $402.50 to $438. Feeder steer, 750 to 797 pounds, brought $371 to $397. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 654 to 695 pounds, brought $360 to $410. Box beef was higher at midday with solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice up $1.50 at $366.67. Select was $1.26 higher at $361.05. Cash hog prices have no comparison at midday with light negotiated purchases. Processors likely have needed numbers on hand and don't need to be too aggressive in their procurement efforts. Demand remains the big wild card, especially as supplies of pork are more than ample. Export sales were down again this week, according to the USDA, and were also below the 4-week average. There are long-term concerns about demand strength that continue to linger. The industry is also monitoring the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights, which continue to run well above year-ago levels. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct had a base range of $86 to $92 and a weighted average of $88.96. Prices at the regional direct markets were not reported at midday due to confidentiality. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $66. And pork values were lower at midday, down 39 cents at $95.89. Butts were sharply lower. Hams, picnics, and loins were also down. Bellies and ribs were higher and sharply higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
The Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans Cover Crop Field Day is coming up March 19th. Clayton Light, the Director of Conservation Ag and Farm Operations, previews the event.
We're excited to host the Cover Crop Field Day out at the Farm for Soy Innovation. We're just excited to get people out there talking about the latest and greatest in cover crops. We want them to be excited about maybe trying something new on their farm, whether it be a new program that might pay them to plant cover crops, or is it a new technique? Is there some new planting technique that they might try, or something to do for cover crops? Well, you know, there's been a lot with programs out there, incentive programs for farmers, but I would say there's some that will incentivize for rotations in front of corn. So we'd like to see something like with different diverse mixes in front of corn that maybe help out with the yield loss.
You can register for the event at mosoy.org/events. From Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements as being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Ruth Ann Hukin of Davisville passed away Thursday, February 12th at the age of 81 years. Funeral services for Ruth Ann Hukin will be Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation for family and friends of Ruth Ann Hukin will also be Saturday starting at 11 in the morning and continual service time at 1 o'clock. Entry will be at the Hukin Turnbow Cemetery in Davisville. Memorials may be made to the Hukin Turnbow Cemetery. Cards will be available, and all arrangements for Ruth Ann Hukin of Davisville are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. Marvin Laverne Gillum of Cuba, Missouri, formerly of Davisville, passed away Thursday, January 22nd, at the age of 89 years. A celebration of life for Marvin Gillum will be Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary Viburnum Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Marvin Gillum will also be Saturday from 1 until service time at 2 o'clock at the chapel. And all arrangements for Marvin Laverne Gillum, formerly of Davisville, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Viburnum. Randy Lynn Land, age 62, of Salem, passed away Sunday, February 8th. Graveside services will be at 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon at the Mount Hermon Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Public Library or the Rolla Mission. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Randy Lynn Land of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Jeffrey Darrell Cisco of Salem passed away Monday, February 16th at the age of 54 years. Funeral services for Jeffrey Cisco will be Monday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Jeffrey Cisco will be also on Monday from 11 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Green Forest Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Down Syndrome Group of the Ozarks and Leftwith Wilson Mortuary. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Jeffrey Darrell Cisco of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Leona Marie Hastings Walker of Salem passed away Wednesday, February 18th, at the age of 75 years. Celebration of life service will be announced at a later date. And all arrangements for Leona Marie Hastings Walker of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements and was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
This is St. Louis Blues analyst Joey Vitale. There is nothing more exhilarating than watching St. Louis Blues hockey in person. But if you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of the county and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. Congressman Jason Smith, the Missouri 8th District, announced that the 2026 Congressional Art Competition is now accepting entries from high school students across southeast and south central Missouri. Congressman Smith said that southern Missouri is filled with incredibly gifted young artists, and he'll be proud to highlight the creativity of the Show Me State in the halls of the U.S. Capitol. A little friendly competition often inspires excellence, and he can't wait to see how students capture their pride in Missouri and love of country through their art. A panel of judges will review the submissions and select the top entries to be recognized as part of this year's competition. From those entries, the overall winner will be chosen and will have their artwork displayed for 1 year in the United States Capitol in the Cannon Tunnel, where members of Congress, staff, and thousands of visitors from across the country will see it each day. The top 10 pieces will be formally recognized for their outstanding creativity and artistic achievement. The winning student will also receive 2 airline tickets to Washington, D.C. to see their artwork hanging in the U.S. Capitol. The Congressional Art Competition is open to any high school student in Missouri's 8th Congressional District, including students enrolled in public, private, or home school. The deadline to submit artwork digitally, a clear photo of the completed piece, is April 7th. For submissions or additional information, students may also reach out to Congressman Smith's office at jody.williams, that's jodi.williams at mail.house.gov, or Megan Nickey, that's Megan, MEGAN .NICKEY at mail.house.gov. The SACPA membership drive is here. Now's the perfect time to join or renew with the Salem Area Community Betterment Association and be part of the work happening right here in the community. Your yearly membership directly supports their committees and the projects that help Salem continue to grow, improve, and thrive. Every membership makes a difference. Thank you to those who continue to stand behind the work SACPA does. They couldn't do it without you. By being a member, you can attend the annual meeting and vote on board members as well as attend the monthly meetings. The next annual meeting of the SACPA group will be Monday, February 23rd at the Creative Arts Center. So that's just right around the corner at the beginning of next week. Dent County Assessor Alyssa Brookshire wants to remind everyone your annual assessment forms that list your personal and business property for 2025 are due March 1st. You may drop off your assessment list at the assessor's office at the courthouse. They're open from 8 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. There is also a drop box on the front lawn of the courthouse for your convenience if you can't make it by until after hours. You can also mail in your assessment list forms, but make sure you have a postal clerk postmark your envelope by taking it to the desk inside the post office. The penalty for not getting in your assessment form on time is determined at $10 for every $1,000 of assessed valuation, with a maximum penalty of $100 if you have assessed valuation of $10,000 or more. If you have any questions, call Dent County Assessor Alyssa Brookshire at the Dent County Courthouse at 573-729-6010 or stop by during regular business hours. The Missouri Department of Conservation reminds Missouri hunters and anglers that related annual permits expire at the end of February, including 2025 permits for small game, fishing, trout fishing, and combination hunting and fishing licenses. You can buy Missouri hunting and fishing permits from one of many vendors around the state online at mdc.mo.gov/buy permits or through MDC's free mobile apps Mo Hunting and Mo Fishing, available for download through Google Play for Android devices or the App Store for Apple devices. Save time by buying hunting and fishing permits for multiple people in a single transaction. Select the additional customer option during the permit purchase. Avoid having to manually renew permits each year by using MDC's Permit Auto Renewal service. It allows customers to enroll eligible permits in a service that will automatically renew their permits prior to the start of the next season or permit year. The process was designed to ensure customers never have expired permits when they need them the most. Learn more about this service at mdc.mo.gov/permit/permit-auto-renewal. Commercial and lifetime permits can be purchased only through the MDC Permit Service Unit by calling 573-522-0107. Contact them for an application. Healthy Dent County is inviting parents and caregivers to attend Tech Safety, a practical and informative class designed to help families protect children in today's digital world. The event will take place Tuesday evening, March 3rd from 6 to 7 at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, 1200 West Rolla Road here in Salem. This parent-focused session will provide real-world guidance on how to protect children online, recognizing common digital risk, setting healthy technology boundaries, and building safe and responsible technology habits at home. As children and teens spend increasing amounts of time online, understanding digital safety has become essential for families. This class aims to equip parents with practical tools and strategies they can immediately implement. The evening will feature guest speaker Linda Kozlowski, a prevention consultant with Prevention Consultants of Missouri, and she has extensive experience in youth safety and digital risk. Linda brings valuable insights into helping families navigate online challenges while promoting healthy communication and responsible technology use. Representatives from Healthy Dent County said that this class is about empowering parents since technology is part of everyday life, and with the right kind of knowledge, families can create safe and balanced digital environment at home. This free class is open to the public, and parents, grandparents, and caregivers are encouraged to attend. Those wanting to participate are asked to RSVP to Healthy Dent County's Carlos Lopez. Carlos can be reached by phone at 573-729-8163 or contacted via email at carlos@salemcommunitycenter.org. For more information, feel free to contact Healthy Dent County. Every March 1st, hundreds of die-hard anglers line the banks at one of Missouri's trout parks for opening day of Catch and Keep trout season. This year, Sunday morning, March 1st at 6:30 marks the opening of the season that runs through October 31st. To participate, Missouri residents ages 16 to 64 and non-residents 16 and older are required to purchase a fishing permit. In addition to a fishing permit, trout anglers must also purchase a daily trout tag. Tags can be purchased at the trout parks, Roaring River State Park near Cassville, Bennett Spring State Park near Lebanon, and Montauk State Park near Salem. A daily trout tag at the three state parks costs $5 for adults and $3 for youth 15 years and younger. Daily fishing permits are $9. The daily limit is 4 trout and the possession limit is 8. For more information on fishing at trout parks, visit mdc.mo.gov. In Dent County, Montauk State Park store hours for Friday, February 27th are 8 in the morning till 7 in the evening. The restaurant will be open from 8 until 6. Then on Saturday, February 28th, the store hours are from 8 in the morning until 11 at night, and that time is new this year. The restaurant will be open at 8 and remain open until 8:30 in the evening. Finally, on Sunday, March 1st, the store hours will be from 5 a.m. until 9 p.m., while the restaurant will be open from 7 a.m. until 8:30 p.m. For more information on trout season opening, visit mostateparks.com or call Montauk State Park at 573-548-2201, Roaring River State Park at 417-847-2539, or Bennett Springs State Park at 417-532-4338. Did you ever wonder if there was a recall on a piece of equipment you own or on a food product you may have purchased? The United States Consumer Product Safety Commission allows you to sign up and receive emails or text on product recalls, safety education, and more. It is absolutely free. Information can be sent to you on product safety, education, product recalls, business and manufacturing, laws, regulations, and proceedings, and injury research and technical reports. The site also allows you to report on unsafe products you may have encountered and more. Keep yourself up to date and sign up at https://www.cpsc.gov. The Missouri State Highway Patrol, in conjunction with the American Legion, is now accepting applications for the 54th Cadet Patrol Academy. The joint program between the Missouri State Highway Patrol and the American Legion is looking for young men and women aged from 16 to 18 to join the 54th Cadet Patrol Academy for the 2026 class. The week-long class begins June 7th and gives students an opportunity to gain hands-on experience and an understanding of law enforcement. Additionally, students can explore different career paths within the patrol. The cadets will spend the week mirroring the work recruits do during the Patrol Academy. A graduation ceremony will be held for participants on Friday, June 12th. Students who apply must have a GPA of 2.0 or higher, be of good moral character, have a valid driver's license or permit, turn 16 prior to April 1st, and have an interest in pursuing a career in the criminal justice system. Those interested may obtain an application from their local American Legion post. Questions regarding the Cadet Patrol Academy can be directed to Corporal Michael Halem at 573-522-7650. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Spring is right upon us, and J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can help with your big projects, such as excavating, digging ponds, setting up new landscaping, or helping to improve on your existing landscaping. J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can haul rock and dirt, water for your pools and ponds, and even drinking water. Call J. Medlock Landscaping LLC today at 729-DIRT. That's J. Medlock Landscaping LLC, 729-3478.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
Now, time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Paisley May led the Lady Tigers in scoring last night with 13 points, followed by Abigail Terrell with 10 as they were in Mountain Grove to face the Lady Panthers. An early lead from Mountain Grove was just too much for Salem to overcome as they fell 58-42 and are now 9-15 on the year. The Tigers, the young men, are going to be in Mountain Grove tonight to take on those Panthers. That Tiger Talk is going to be on KSMO at approximately 7:15-ish or so, and tip-off will be around 7:30. That'll be Tiger Talk with Coach Patterson and Stan Stevens. So be sure and tune in to KSMO for Salem Tiger basketball tonight. Now, the Missouri basketball Tigers will be in Arkansas to face off with the 20th-ranked Razorbacks tomorrow afternoon. You can listen to that game on KSMO Radio with coverage starting at 2:30 or immediately following the Cardinal game. Yes, Cardinal game. The St. Louis Cardinals baseball, it's back. Spring training will get underway this weekend with a pair of games on KSMO Radio. First up, the Cardinals will host the Washington Nationals tomorrow morning with live coverage starting at 11:55. Then on Sunday, the Cardinals will be on the road to face the Houston Astros with another start time of 11:55. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. Packed with protein, iron, and essential nutrients, beef powers healthy lifestyles. Discover balanced recipes at beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
I'm Bill Pollack with Missouri Net Sports and our starting five, brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. A look at college basketball. Mizzou women fell behind and never recovered at home, losing to Auburn 71-58. The Missouri State Lady Bears got outscored 18-4 in the third quarter. They lost to Liberty 55-43. Tonight, the 18th-ranked St. Louis Billikens will try to bounce back. They are hosting VCU at Shea Fitz Arena. The Billikens are 12-1 in Atlantic 10 play. The Mizzou Tigers will go for another upset. They visit number 20, Arkansas, tomorrow at 3. Mizzou has won 4 of their last 5. And upsets from the week. Mizzou, in one of those victories, knocking off number 19 Vanderbilt 81-80. And the Billikens had their 18-game win streak snapped on Tuesday. And that's our starting five, brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. Spring training baseball begins today. The Royals are playing the Rangers tomorrow. The Cardinals open against Washington. And the World Baseball Classic will begin on March 6th. 10 players in the Cardinals organization and 17 from the Royals will be on world rosters. The Royals are sending Bobby Witt Jr., Salvi Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, Jack Caglione, Michael Garcia, and Seth Lugo and Michael Waka from the starting rotation. For the Cardinals, notable players, catcher Ivan Herrera, Thomas Sajasi, and Gordon Graceffo. St. Louis City SC starts their MLS season with a match against Charlotte at home tomorrow. City finished in 13th place in the Western Conference. Sporting Kansas City, which finished last in the Western Conference last season, will visit San Jose tomorrow. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Tell your friends about us.
The best radio station I ever heard in my entire life.
KSMO.
At KSMO Radio, it is now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back in about 6 minutes with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. State lawmakers are looking at overturning a ban to allow utilities to pass on part of nuclear plant construction costs on to consumers. Kansas City area Democratic Representative Carrie Engel thinks voters should have a say.
Ratepayers who may never ever see that power generated.
Supporters say the change is needed to help pay for new nuclear generation. The Kansas City Area Transit Authority is getting a $13 million federal grant ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Congressman Mark Alford says the funding will support World Cup preparations, including adding more buses, vans, and equipment. Some of Missouri's smaller communities are inventing some unique food access solutions, according to Bill McKelvey of MU Extension's Missouri Eats program. One community has set up what they call a farm stop.
Farmers consign their produce.
The Missouri Eats program awards grants to communities. And the Missouri Department of Conservation is lowering the minimum length limit for spotted bass at Table Rock Lake from 15 inches to 12. Missouri Net News.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations in Missouri. Hear from the Missouri Cattlemen's Association on the issue.
There's a lot of different techniques and strategies that you can use to harass the birds in a non-lethal way to get rid of them. Effigies, hanging dead birds in a tree works. Get those effigies through the USDA, or you can get a permit, kill one, and do that yourself. You can also cut down roosting trees that are a habitat for these birds. If you see a lot of birds in one tree, it's time for that tree to go. I will add that, vultures in general are very important to our ecosystem. Cleaning up the dead animals is extremely important. The turkey vultures do a good job of that. So do the black vultures. But the black vultures have become more aggressive. Our mission is not to eradicate birds. Our mission is to help farm and ranch families prevent economic devastation, which can make the difference between the black line or the red line in a financial year.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. Today will continue to be sunny with a high temperature reaching near 49 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at 7 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. Now tonight we do have a chance of flurries in our forecast. That'll be for between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. Then a slight chance of snow showers after 4 a.m. That chance for precipitation tonight is 20%, with partly cloudy skies and low temperature around 27 degrees. Calm winds have become northern around 6 miles per hour after midnight. Tomorrow we continue to have a slight chance of snow showers before 7 a.m. then a chance of flurries between 7 and 8. Chance of precipitation for tomorrow is 20%, with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 43 degrees. North winds will be 6 to 9 miles per hour, and our wind chill value early tomorrow morning will be as low as 20 degrees. Tomorrow night will be mostly clear with a low around 19 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at 8 to 10 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, our wind chill value will be as low as 8 degrees. Then Sunday should be sunny with a high temperature near 38 degrees. Northwesterly winds going to continue in that 10 to 15 mile per hour range, with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Skies will be clear Sunday night with a low around 12 degrees. Then Monday will be sunny with a high temperature near 35 degrees. Monday night will be mostly clear with a low around 16. Then Tuesday will be partly sunny with a high near 53. Tuesday night, we expect mostly cloudy skies, low around 38 degrees. Then we'll be mostly cloudy Wednesday with a high temperature near 61 degrees. Mostly cloudy conditions continues Wednesday night with a low around 34. Then Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 59 degrees.
KSMO Salem,